friends, what's going on? SeanPierceJohnson here, and welcome back to Stompbox Saturday. We're going to be taking a little bit of a theological turn on our pedal journey this year with a brand new chorus pedal from my buddies at Westminster Effects. It is called Chrysostom. If you don't know what that means, Google it. I can't teach you every single thing in the world. I can only teach you about pedals, and that's what we're going to be doing today. If you haven't heard of Westminster Effects, I'll just give you a little background. I actually met Cody Fields, the guy who runs Westminster Effects and knows pedals as well, at the NAMM show, and we had a nice little chat, and I may have gotten a little colorful in my feelings about Kanye West claiming to be a Christian, and then come to find out that Cody in and of himself is a Christian, and a lot of his faith finds its way into the pedals that he creates. So a lot of the names for the pedals that he releases tie into church history. And it's really cool because you can go and Google these things and maybe learn something if you're feeling so inclined. But Chrysostom is a beautiful, simple two-knob chorus pedal that is quite unlike any other chorus that I have heard on the market today, and definitely different than any other two-knob chorus that I currently have in my collection. So let's take a look at it. Let's throw the pedal up on the screen, get to these controls, and get underway. This typical two-knob layout is what we are greeted with: speed and depth. Pretty self-explanatory by this point. I don't think I really need to go into that any further. But what makes the Chrysostom just a little bit different than those other two-knob choruses is not only does it have a chorus vibrato switch, which allows you to get chorus sounds and then vibrato sounds by taking your dry signal and then your modulated signal, and there's your chorus sound. But we're going to take away the dry signal, and here's your modulated signal. You get vibrato. I hope you enjoyed my little hand gesture animations to illustrate exactly how those things are achieved. Then we have what I really like about this, the voice switch. In the down position, it's going to be a little bit more of a subtle chorus setting, and in the up position, we get that more apparent waveform. It's a bit stronger of an effect and can kind of border into the Leslie-ish territory once we get to the higher ranges of the speed knob. So let's dive into finding out what we can do with Chrysostom in both chorus and vibrato. We'll hear the different voicings, and in general, just have a bit of modulated chorusy fun. So let's do this, people. Let's start the journey. Kind of getting into that Leslie speaker kind of territory. I'm not even going to bother with that. Pretty squirrely, don't you think? Let's go ahead and change the voicing of it so that we get that more subtle sound. So now let's check out some of these vibrato tones and have a little bit fun getting wacky. I just had to show you how silly it can get. We've heard how weird it can get, but what happens if we have a faster setting on that more extreme voicing and then use the depth control to maybe make it less silly sounding? Check that out. Pretty wacky vibrato coupled with a very versatile chorus. And this is not a bad pedal. And there's some quirks about it too that I really think are cool. The fact that the chorus almost has this, it does the whole typical chorus modulation thing, of course, it should. But it has this sort of weird phasey quality that I'm hearing. The way the waveform dips and twirls, it just has this very different kind of characteristic to it that I really enjoy. And I also feel like maybe the delay time between the dry signal and the modulated signal is just ever so slightly longer than some of the other chorus pedals that we typically think of when we think two-knob chorus, so that there's almost this more apparent double tracking effect, which is really, really nice. You do get a little bit of a drop in volume on both modes, I notice, when you engage the pedal. But it's not necessarily something that is bad to me. You know, if you're using a guitar that maybe you want to clean up a little bit, maybe have some of the signal attenuated, it might actually be something that you like a lot. And when you're in the vibrato mode, with this particular guitar, I notice it the most. You actually get a sort of re-voicing of your sound. Like with that last vibrato sound, we had a really hefty vibrato, but using that depth to dial it out, I could hear that there was a difference between the clean tone after I put the Chrysostom Chorus on than when I took it out of the signal. It was very cool. I dig it. It's really, really fun. And so with that in mind, I want to show you guys my favorite sounds with Chrysostom that I've been using over the course of the last little bit of time. And there you have it, my friends, your look at the Chrysostom Chorus from Westminster Effects. And in the terms of the two-knob chorus game that we seem to be finding ourselves playing these days, this one is very, very different, and thankfully so. You know, you can only do so much with a pedal circuit that only requires two knobs, and, well, everybody's done a chorus pedal with two knobs. But I feel like this tone that Westminster has gotten in the Chrysostom is unique enough amongst the Blue Hippos and the CE2s et al's two-knob chorus pedals that we've heard so far and that I've played in my life that it has a permanent spot in the collection. I love the sort of phasiness of the chorusing effect, and the fact that it can go to the extremes in both the chorus and vibrato settings, as well as doing great subtlety effects, means that I am having a ton of fun with it. So a big thanks to Cody for sending this my way. I had a real joy checking it out. And if you guys liked this episode of Stompbox Saturday, I would love to know. Let me know your thoughts, positive or negative, in the comment section below. And when you see it, click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you'll never miss a single episode of Stompbox Saturday or any other video I make. However you want to see these episodes of Stompbox Saturday before anyone else in the world, and see some content that I'm not going to be sharing publicly on YouTube, you might want to consider joining the Patreon page in order to keep this channel going. The link for that is in the description below. Thanks so much for spending part of your weekend with me. I hope wherever you are staying healthy. And until next time, my friends, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, wishing you all out there great tone, good health, and happy stomping. Cheers, friends. See you later.